Energy.
Happy Friday-ish.
Well, it's Friday for
Energy.
you people.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So it is not Friday for us, so we still
No,
have
it's
to
not.
sit here and
we
think
still
about.
have one more day.
Yeah,
of
one
work.
more day of work tomorrow.
No, I don't have. Well, yeah,
Yeah, we do. What are you talking about?
I don't
You're
have my
working with me
normal
tomorrow.
work. We have harder work tomorrow.
That kinda. Harder
It's
work's
not
relative.
hard work. You're going to sit there and point a camera, for God's sake.
You're not. You get to sit here and stand behind the cameraman, holding his cable, making sure it doesn't bump into people and trip him. Like, you have the easy job.
I'm the one that's going to be running around with a camera on his shoulder.
So he gets to do all the work and we get relax at night.
I am another cameraman. You get to relax the night. You
Okay,
get to make sure a
good.
camera.
You're going to be
cable
bitch boy.
don't trip John.
Oh, I get
That's
to be
what you're
Danny.
gonna do. Yeah, pretty much. You're Danny for tonight.
Well, he's not watching, so he can't tell us he's insulted.
Wait, which Danny? Danny at the house or Pack Mule Danny?
Danny's not. Danny.
Pack Mule Danny's
not
he's
a
got
bitch.
worth, man.
I
I'm
would
yeah.
say
for you.
You guys handed him
Pac Mule's
like
awesome.
8 Like, okay, we're at quick side story because we're gonna talk about MegaCon, so I may as well talk about last MegaCon too. Danny, all right, I know his last. And if I were introducing people, I'd purposely tell people my name was Tamio, just because Magic people were like, that's awesome. I'm like, yeah, exactly. So this man was he's like, they called him the intern of the interns because Mike and Hunter and all of our beautiful interns decided that they were going to bring help, even though they're our help. So, okay. So the
No,
help got
Hunter
help.
brought the help. I didn't bring the
The
help.
help got help.
That was Hunter's high school bully.
I think it's hilarious. So they're sitting here, and he's like, and of course, me and Pops, we have our backpacks on and whatnot because it's full of camera gear for the con. So we're walking around, and he's like, "Well, you guys need me to carry that for you?" We're like,
Yeah, don't ever offer to do something unless you're
we're like,
really offering.
are you sure, man? Because these are pretty heavy. You know, I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna tell someone no, they can't carry my gear for me. It'd be nice because we're rigged up with the cameras. And he's like, yeah, sure, no problem. Takes mine. Then I hear Michael go, if you're carrying his bag, you might as well carry mine. Dan goes, sure, why not? And picks up the bag and throws it on. I'm like, this man's wearing like 90 pounds of camera gear on his back right now, and we're about to hand. And then Hunter comes over and goes, here, hold the audio kit too. So he's got the audio kit in one hand, Mike's camera shit, my camera shit, Pops' camera shit on belt. I'm just sitting here like, this poor man.
Then he went out of the way, took my camera when I did interviews, and actually started taking photos.
Then he's
Oh my
photographing on. I'm just like, all right, he's already proven more useful than Hunter. Did I say that out loud? Hunter. And if you are, it's not wrong.
Wrong. Wow, that's
I
wrong.
love you, Hunter. Plus Ultra, my man. Midnight's the greatest. And there we go. And that's how I won him back to my side already. Mountain Lady's pretty good too. There we go. I've earned Molly too. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Oh, that's so mean.
So today we're gonna wrap up talking about MegaCon a little bit. We have a little bit more to go. We have a few things that we want to obviously talk about and explain. By chance, Dad, did you get this interview done for the helmet?
No, I did not, because that was a. You know how our wonderful cameras are. They split clips every now and then.
It's split right in the middle.
It's split right in the middle. So next week we will have that one on there because I want to talk about that. I actually want to be able to show the helmet. Hold on.
Yeah,
We'll take
exactly.
images and stuff. But you know what? The first one we're gonna watch.
I'll throw the helmet on for you next week. I'll model it for you.
There you go. So the first one we're gonna watch is going to be Mr. Dillon.
Oh, I know exactly who this one is because I never get to interview this guy. And I
That's
mentioned
right.
that interview. So
That's
let's
right.
roll the clip. Hey there, guys. Sit here with Mr. Chuck Dixon, creator of Bane, who was portrayed so amazingly.
Co-creator.
So this is kind of cool. I actually, I've never been able to interview. I'm always either behind the camera or I am back in the back switching when you came on Comic Book 101. I was normally the little voice you hear in your ear, either making stupid comments or telling you have only a few minutes left, and everyone goes, oh my god, that went by so quickly. It's the most common quote I hear a day. So how are you enjoying Tampa Bay MegaCon this year?
It's good. It's good. It's always a good crowd. Talked to a lot of people, did some doodles, signed a bunch of books, the usual thing. But yeah, it's been steady. It's been good.
I think it's against the law to call your work doodles, by the way.
Well,
Doodles are what I do on my math tests. And then in hopes that the teacher goes, I'll give you that one bonus point you need to get from a C to a B.
when you don't get paid, they're doodles.
So, do you have anything else coming out? Anything new that we can be expecting from you, or right now you're just kind of enjoying life and drawing away?
No, I got a lot of stuff out. I got my own book, superhero book, Avalon. It's available on Amazon. It's from Arkhaven. And there's a Big Bane Conquest paperback. Just came out this week. And, basically just look for my name on Amazon. But I'm always busy, always writing.
So that's where you can find, where people can find a lot of your stuff is Amazon?
Oh, yeah. I'm all over Amazon. So
beautiful. So if you guys are looking for Mr. Dixon, you can find him on Amazon. So where a lot of his stuff is, you can find it all there. Of course, you can always come down to the cons and meet him because he's at, God, you're at most of the local cons, aren't you?
yeah, I'm most MegaCons. I love MegaCon. So
Just say you've been everywhere.
well, everywhere in Florida. I don't travel that much, but there's so much comic book activity in Florida, especially Central Florida. I can be at a different place every weekend if I wanted to be. So.
That's fantastic. Florida does have a good community for that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a great fan community here, and there's a lot of professionals live in the area as well. It's great. It's a great place for a comic book guy to live.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I'm going to take it back to the guys in the studio.
Pretty good interview.
Huh?
Pretty good interview.
I'm good at interviews. I'm just normally behind the camera. I'm just normally really talkative, and I lose track of time, so I kind of was like, all right, I'll just rope it back in.
That was a good interview.
As soon as I stop getting like information from the person, I'm just like, okay, well, that's what I'm kind of just.
At least you don't blab like I do.
I don't go off on like I didn't sit here and spend 30 minutes on how cool Bane is like you do with Final Fantasy, and Yuri on Ice. Thanks, Molly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and the Final Fantasy characters and what Yuri on Ice characters. You guys aren't allowed to do interviews with them anymore. I know you know the show better than all of us, but you're not allowed to do the interviews anymore. Just the fact I was just like, so this 5-minute interview is about to become 30. Watch how.
You ready?
Exactly. Rambling.
Yeah, we can ramble about you. Nice.
I left my coffee over there. Next clip.
Next clip so you can go get your coffee.
Well, the Force was last week, so.
Oh, that was fun. With your hand thingy.
Jeff, thank you. So
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Nerd Herd. I'm Boss Tech here. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I know.
What? What'd you say? So great. Slinky likes it when I do this because you don't know which one's me and which
Yeah,
one's not.
they're both gray and furry.
I was realizing that last week. Because you're not normally back there.
Nope.
No, I'm out
Blend.
here.
The only time I
Well-
see him back there is Twisted Views on Tuesdays.
Yeah, but because the last couple of weeks we've been doing a lot of the Jedi, whether it was the Sith or the Greys or the Jedi and stuff. Dylan is he's way more knowledgeable about that than I
I'm
am.
Sith Supreme,
Sith
Oracle,
Supreme. I'm a Grey. Yep.
Librarian.
I've been feeling
Of stupid
pretty
knowledge.
flippin' Jedi the last couple of days.
Have you really?
Oh yeah, not been able to rein in my emotions.
Uh-oh. Total Sith.
Well, restraint is fine. Even Sith know, you know what? I could lose my temper and kill the entire room people, or I could not.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's go with the
Well,
not.
I accidentally stabbed myself with a pen because I got angry when I was removing my Jeep from being in park.
Oh
so no
you,
restraint.
I
the
gotta get
last
some
couple of
CBD oil for you.
I had a pen. I got it.
I just
I had
imagine
a
you're like, the car won't leave park, damn it! And then they signal, you like fling your pen
Well,
and
I
stab
found
yourself.
out that my
It's very
e-brake
Sith-like.
wasn't working, and I had a pen sitting in my cup holder, and the e-brake is right next to the cup holder, so I released the e-brake down, and the pen with the pointy side up was sticking up, and I stabbed it into my finger, and it came out my nail
Ow.
bit. Oh yeah, it was so much fun.
When you load the dishwasher, you load it knife up, don't you?
Well, you're supposed to, by the way.
Not
well, no,
knives.
we've got a knife holder thing, so we
Yeah.
put the knives down, but if they're longer than that, I lay them
Someone
flat.
put a
You
knife
lay
up
them
in.
flat so you can grab the handles and know what you're
Yeah.
supposed to with knives.
Someone put a knife up the other day in the dishwasher.
Well,
a
knives.
sharp one.
Boy, I wonder who. There's only 2 people who have the dishwasher in the house, and neither one of them are on set right now. Hi, Cajun Dan. I'm looking right at you, speaking right to you. Stop putting knives face up in the dishwasher. And on secondary, if there's soapy water in the sink, don't leave the knives in there. What the hell?
Yes.
That's a shock. Oh, look, the water's now red and everything has to be in there double washed. It was all sanitizing before, but now because of my hand. Like,
Well
thanks,
flush
guys.
paper towels.
Oh, so hey, look, speaking of knives,
Tangents.
so what's the big movie coming out this weekend?
Venom.
Venom. My
Is
Hero.
it this weekend?
You said knives. I immediately was just like, that has nothing to do with Venom.
Yeah, well, you know, you use little Sharpie teeth, you know.
His teeth, not knives.
Right, whatever.
The only one who can make knives.
They're sharp like knives. Leave me alone.
Carnage.
I'm old.
Like knives.
I'm trying to fit in here. Leave me alone. So,
Yeah, yeet. Am I right, young children?
Yeet. What's yeet? What was that?
You ever seen that?
No.
Next interview, I have a video to show you. That's hilarious. You're gonna laugh your ass off. It's
So-
so stupid, but it's so funny.
so Venom is a symbiote
Symbiote, yes.
that goes on to Tom Hardy.
Yeah, to Eddie Brock,
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But my
Get that
question
right.
is, good or bad,
antihero.
anti-hero like Deadpool?
Yeah, not has
Deadpool,
a
Spawn.
whole. He has. He is a in general good person. He just has a hate boner for Peter Parker.
Okay. So
That's the only way to
since
describe
he's
it.
so he's technically okay. So anti-hero, he's good guy.
He eats evil people.
Okay. So who are are there villains in that world?
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, he has to deal with Peter Parker and Spider-Man's villains on the constant because he also has to deal
Oh,
with
so
Doc Ock and all that.
if you're a Spider-Man,
fan, you know Venom by heart.
Yeah.
'Cause Venom is the exact counter to Spider-Man. The symbiote, when Peter Parker rejected the symbiote and kicked it off, it went like a crazy X. It's like, I'm gonna go find someone better. I'm gonna change my hair. I'm gonna change everything about me, and he did. It went and found Eddie Brock, who was bigger, stronger, faster, and then it included the senses and abilities that it took from Spider-Man. So it kind of figured out, okay, well, I've seen how Spider-Man's spider sense works. I'm gonna make myself immune to it.
Plus, Eddie Brock already hated Peter Parker too.
Yeah, well, he took his job at
Yeah.
Google. It's just like, oh, you took my job.
So that just
asshole.
combined more hatred.
Let's see. So
altogether.
the symbiote hated him, and Eddie Brock hated him. So they just came together, and they're like,
They made a hate baby.
yeah, exactly.
Hate
That's what I'm
baby.
trying to think of a better way
oh
to put it.
my! I've seen the hate baby on TV. I'm scared of that baby.
They
God
they made a hate baby, and man, do they hate Peter. Like, because it's like the symbiote's just like, I can't believe he rejected me, and then Eddie Brock's like, I lost my job to that asshole. I moved to the city specifically to get that job, and I lost it. That's why he's like, I'm a reporter. Not anymore. You're not.
So who's one of Venom's biggest?
Carnage.
Carnage.
Carnage is made of the same material. Carnage is also a symbiote. It's also known.
And so Carnage is pure evil.
Oh, yeah.
No, the pilot of Carnage is pure evil. Cletus Cassidy. Cletus Cassidy is a sociopathic cannibal, rapist, murderer.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
He's not a good person.
They put him in.
not a good
He's not a good person.
They put him in a. Oh God, it's an island. I forget the name of the island.
Rikers?
Rikers. There you go. Rikers Island, which is a maximum security prison, because he just slaughters everybody.
Okay.
Eddie Brock finally gets out for the Venom symbiote because they're like, we finally caught you. And a little piece of Venom is left behind, as Slink's famous quote from Speed Dating in the Shower. A little bit of the Venom symbiote gets left behind. It severs itself off when when Cletus Cassidy comes into contact with it, he becomes Carnage because the symbiote takes and matches the mind of the person wearing it. So for a while, Deadpool had it, but it couldn't control Deadpool. Wade he's all over the place. He's psychotic, even so psychotic to the point where the symbiote's like, I
can't do this.
I'm not doing this. I can't. You're gonna do what you want to. You have like 90 million personalities in your head. I need someone stupid, and that's driven by very, very, very simple things like the hatred for somebody.
And not chimichangas.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
Not,
unicorns.
Ooh, unicorns, chimichanga, and
Squirrel.
That's a pile of porn over there. Mine. And then he runs off to it. Yeah, no. Cletus Cassidy's just like, I just like to kill everything, and the symbiote went. I can do that.
Okay. So now, are we going to see Carnage in this movie?
Yes.
Yeah. You are going to see Carnage's symbiote. You will not see Cletus Cassidy until the very, very end. So I think keep in mind. So if you guys are watching,
Comes out
then
tonight,
I would say
technically.
yeah. Well, if you're watching, then it came out yesterday, last night. But it's officially out today, so you can go out and see it. So this all that we're saying is speculation. Obviously, I've not seen the movie.
Right.
I've not been able to watch it. In theory,
They did confirm the one after credits scene.
Yeah, one after credit scene. Cletus Cassidy is in the movie. It is played by Woody Harrelson. I'm hoping that he's not early in the movie. I'm hoping that he's at the end. He's an end credit scene, because you can't rope Carnage in as a quick villain. Like, he's like,
No.
oh, it's like, you beat him. No. Carnage comes back and back and back, and because once he has the Carnage symbiote, every time they lock him up, he's out. Because Carnage has quite a few special abilities where he can harden his symbiote into blades and weapons, which makes him ridiculously potent. But they also, it's critical because they have trouble tracing him as a killer. Mm-hmm. When he makes the blades, he'll stab people and break it off inside of them. Well, not only does he also devour victims, but if he doesn't and he just leaves the blade behind, the blade actually disintegrates into a dust, and the living parts of the symbiote destroy themselves. So the cause of death was being impaled, but there's no murder weapon left behind.
That's like an ice
perfect killing.
knife.
Yeah, exactly. So he was just brutally slaughtering people. There's a whole comic about it called Maximum Carnage, and there's another one called Carnage USA, where he got his own spin-off, like a 12 comic series of him just violently murdering people and escaping the law. It's just like,
Are we going to see Spider-Man in this?
Yes.
So reports say
Peter
no.
Parker, you'll see.
No, reports say that Tom Holland isn't even in the movie at all, even though he is credited as Peter Parker. That's why it was a little questionable.
See, if he's credited, he's probably in there for a brief second.
Very brief, though, because the thing is
Like
There
the
has to be
the
something
Venom
with him and
symbiote
Brock.
leaves. It comes into contact with Spider-Man first, and if they don't show that it was with Peter Parker, and it was like, oh yeah, we found it in the woods. It's like, well, then the symbiote has nothing in common with Eddie Brock. It's just going to eat him and move on to the next host.
Right.
Which we already know it doesn't go with Parker because they show the lab where all the symbiotes are.
Well, we don't know if that's how he got it.
Well,
we know that he saw it.
doesn't
It could have
Spider-
been with Parker first. It makes sense. Spider-Man meddling around somewhere he doesn't belong.
Yeah.
Well, doesn't
kind of a
Spider-Man,
go-to.
at one point in time, Venom and Spider-Man...
Yeah, that's why this Spider-Man said, "You're evil. I don't like you. I'm going to literally just bash my head into a large bell tower." Because the symbiote's main weaknesses are fire and supersonic sound, or just high-pitched sound. So when he hits himself in the bell, the frequencies freak it out and it jumps off the host.
And where's the symbiote from? Do we know?
Space.
Yeah. The Space
Final
Wars.
Frontier.
Was that the comic, The Space Wars?
So Spock dropped it off.
Yeah, it was in it. Yeah. Actually, just recently, all that was retconned. As of right now, the new Venom series, our issue number 4, is where they dropped a bunch of stuff. We learned that the symbiote has a deity, a god, and it's an immortal character that created the symbiote and said, "Go, destroy." And symbiotes would, systematically destroy an entire planet, leave it to nothing, destroy all of its resources, and then move on to the next one.
Was it named Ego?
No, his name is Kruller. It's not
Wait a minute,
Kruller.
isn't it the
Sounds
same
delicious.
thing that in that? So,
Pretty sure it's typed in symbiote god, it'll pop up for me.
if you go back and look into the Universal, so you look in
No, I'm sorry. His name is Knull, and he is the current
No.
canon god of the symbiotes. He is their deity. They all worship him to all degrees.
okay.
Actually, he's a super, super badass. He actually has a very similar to a Batman logo on his chest, which is kind of cool. There he is.
Oh,
He looks like something the symbiote would be spawned from.
Okay.
kind of looks like the guy from Castlevania.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
so
what
I
it
was
looks
thinking it was.
like.
I thought it was the race, like
No.
when they say in the Avengers when everybody dies, they
Skrull.
weren't really the people; they were the Krull.
Yeah, no. It's Knull.
Krill or
Knull is
whatever.
their god, not
Okay.
Krill. Yeah, you are correct though. That they are a potent
That's
force,
why
but
Loki's
not
not dead.
the symbiotes. Don't fear them. Symbiotes are like, we just
No biggie.
symbiotes are like the champions of that subset god. So they go down, they feed, and they do what they're going to do.
Right.
It just turns out that Earth has a lot of hosts that are useful to the symbiotes' cause.
Okay, so speaking of symbiotes,
Sure.
I've got another interview for us, and this one was Mike and this thing, this cute little thing. She's like this big.
She came up to like here on
Yeah,
me.
you'll see. Here we go.
Hey Nerdites, we're back at Tampa Bay MegaCon on Sunday. I'm with Colossal Smidgen. How you doing?
So good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Last day of MegaCon. It's a fun day. Are you having fun this weekend?
Dude, it's been so great. I was a little bit worried because I'm so new to this stuff, but it's been a lot of fun. I love it.
So, how many times have you been a guest to a con so far now?
This is now my third time. You met me at my first one at Holiday Matsuri, and then I had Florida SuperCon, and now I'm here.
So, how did it work? How did you get invited here? What happened for that?
I have no idea. He just emailed me, and he was like, "Hey, you want to do this?" And I was like, "Yes, please." So that was it.
So, tell me about all the different cosplays you do. I know you do Raven and do a bunch of awesome cosplays. Because the first time I met you was actually Raven a year ago here.
So I do a lot of cosplays, and it really just depends on my mood, what I want to do. Because sometimes I like to do the cute, like, frou-frou girly ones, like my fairy that I did yesterday. And then today, I'm the mother of dragons. So I don't know. It just depends. I cosplayed with Scarlet Rose all weekend, so it's a lot more fun to cosplay when you have somebody to cosplay with you.
So far, my two favorite, of course, is Raven, because that's the photo I bought last year, and your All Might. All Might is awesome.
Oh, thank you so much. I love All Might. I like to call it Small Might just because I'm so small. But All Might's like my favorite anime character ever because he's so great. He's so positive, and he's like always fight with a smile, and it's great. He's my hero. I love it.
The two best All Might cosplayers so far are you and Leon, because Leon Churro is awesome.
I can't even handle what you just said. That's the most amazing thing ever because Leon is the best All Might, obviously. And the fact that you just like compared me to him, that's so cool. I love him. It's great.
So how did the name Colossal Smidgen come about?
Okay, so if you can't tell, I'm small.
No.
I know. It's crazy. I know. That's usually what people think. They're like, oh, you're sitting. No, I'm standing. So that's where Smidge came from. So Smidge is my name. I go by Smidge. It's been my nickname forever. And then Colossal was because I was trying to think of a PlayStation screen name when I was setting up my PlayStation Plus. And I was like, man, it's got to be perfect. And I was watching Attack on Titan one day, and I have a little Colossal Titan keychain. And I was just like, do Colossal. And then somebody said Smidge, and I was like, Colossal Smidgen. It's like a weird, like, what's that word where it's opposite?
Yeah.
I can't think of it, but it's a thing. Yep, that one word in the English language where paradox? No, dang it. I don't know. It's like jumbo shrimp, whatever that word is. So Colossal Smidgen, big, small. I just thought it was fun.
It's a perfect name. So how long have you been cosplaying now?
Now? Ooh, I think it's almost 3 years, like 2.5 or so. I think it's been about that long. I'm fairly new to the community.
What's your favorite thing about cosplaying?
Cosplaying, it's helped me get out of my shell. I was super shy before I started. I
don't believe that.
I know. That's what people say, but that's what cosplay did to me. I was like this shy little person in the corner. I wouldn't ever talk to anybody. And then I started cosplaying, and I made new friends in the community, and they were just like be yourself, man. Like, be who you want to be. And I was like, yes, I want to be somebody. Let's do this. And so I just started talking to people more, and I'm able to emerge out of my little shell, and it's been great. That's why I like it.
Have you had fun meeting all the different cosplayers over here this weekend?
Oh my gosh, they have been an absolute pleasure to be around this weekend. I'm between Mark Knight Rises and Scarlet Rose, and it's just been so great. They've been helping me the whole time. Mark has been nothing but amazing. He's so great. We're actually planning to do a shoot later, like next month, I think. He's fantastic. And Scarlet Rose is like my best friend, so it's awesome. And then all the ones down there, like the Banes, and Sophie and Sydney and AZ Power Girl, they've just been nothing but nice to me. So it's good. Like it's always fun when, because there's so many bullies in the cosplay community, and none of them here are like that. They're like, let's all be included, let's everybody go together, and it's really nice to help out.
Do you have any cosplayers that have been inspirations for you to grow as a better cosplayer?
Oh my god, okay, so story time. My first guest appearance at Holiday Matsuri, which you were at, I walk up to my booth. This is my first time ever doing this, and I am freaking out. I'm like walking up to it, I'm late, I'm like almost in tears because I'm so scared. I'm like, oh my god, they hate me. Ah. And I get up to my booth, and right to the left of the booth is Leon Kiro, like the biggest cosplayer that I know, and I follow him for years, and I'm just like, He's so cool. His stuff is so cool.
So down to earth and really nice.
I didn't know that. But then I get to my booth, and I'm wearing my Uraraka, and he's wearing his All Might. And I'm just like, this is so cool. And he takes me, he jumps over the partition between our booths, and he picks me up and he swings me around, and I'm just, like, this is the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. And ever since then, I've been like following him more and more because he's so positive. He is like so anti-bully, like always do your best, push yourself more. He's so plus ultra. And he just wants people to have fun and spread positivity in the cosplay community. Exactly. And so that's what I try to do with my cosplay is I try to mirror him and be positive with everybody and try to include everybody that's in the community. And then I also am just obsessed with Danielle Blue just because her armor builds are just
Yeah, say it. I was getting exasperated after watching. So you want to see the rest of the interview?
Because it is longer.
Yeah, say it is much longer. Thanks, Mike.
You're welcome.
Good interview, buddy. It is. You can go watch it on the. I think it's on the Weebeam YouTube, or it will be.
It will be.
It will also be up on the Facebook.
It'll be on. Yeah, it'll be on.
I'm sure we'll all be posting it and sharing it and retweeting on all of our pages.
Yeah, I've got
So check
another week worth of work to get them all done, so then I'll start putting them on Facebook. I know everybody else shoves them out, but I don't. I just take my time.
Yeah, so you can check the Facebook. You can check everyone's Facebook. I'm sure TechWarp's going to share it because Mike is one of the admins of TechWarp, and I'm sure he's going to share it on TechWarp because he's very, very proud of that one.
I'm very proud of that one.
So you can check the TechWarp Facebook, the Nerd Talk Facebook, the Weebeam TV Facebook.
Hey, Mike,
Yes.
what were you looking at the whole time?
Just over her head.
Yeah. Okay.
Were you thinking about syrup?
I got that. Did you get that? Does she have to explain that to you?
No.
We can. It would be funny. Oh my! So Dylan,
We're all going to take a drink after that one.
So Dylan, what was the there's a movie coming out that you want to talk about, which kind of smoked some big boy.
Oh
movies.
yeah,
Which
it's actually already out. It was out. It was so. It got extended as tonight. If you're not watching Venom, you could also be at the My
or
Hero
last night, technically. Well, tonight.
Well, yeah, I would say
tonight. But
Tonight for them.
If you are, it's tonight for us, tomorrow or yesterday for them. So if you're not seeing Venom opening night on October 4th, then you could be seeing the My Hero Academia movie, which has played for as of Saturday. Will be the last day to see is Saturday at I think 7:30. You can buy your tickets on Fandango because it's not just an open seating movie. It's to buy special tickets for it. It has played 6 times in the U.S. in theaters, in select theaters to point out, and has outsold The Predator and The Nun on their opening weekends.
Wow.
An anime movie.
That's
not
sad.
advertised in America. Not advertised in America. Not even shown in America. It's not even in
so
English.
it's one screen in
You just
random
you
theaters.
read the Japanese subtitles on a big screen. You know how exhausting that is, by the way? You're like,
Reading subtitles sucks.
on a big screen, you just, like when you're at your home on your computer, your eyes like dart down. Okay, cool. Dart down, cool. And the theater, you're like,
I would hate to be in the front row
But
for
it
something
was-
like that.
Oh, that was. Oh no.
Right, all the way up.
it was a really good movie though. I very much enjoyed it. Any fans of the series are really, really, really gonna like it.
Did they pick up any loose ends from the show?
Yeah, 1 or 2. I'm sure not to do too much for spoilers. Then again, if you haven't seen it at this point, you literally only have one more day to see it, and that will be tomorrow for you guys watching at home. It will be tomorrow for you guys. Saturday.
So
Go buy your tickets on Fandango. I know AMC Woodlands in Palm Harbor has like 3 theaters showing it, all at 7:30. Go grab tickets. Go.
Yes.
Super comfy experience too. So I went and saw it. I was debating going and seeing it again, but I have an event, so I can't go see it again. But it's totally worth the watch.
So, let's remind everybody why we're not live tonight, because I think it's important that they know if you are a boxing fan, right? When this show is over, you go back to Weebeam TV's front page and you click on the Weebeam TV special event. Somebody dropped something.
No, Mike like threw a rock or something, and fucking knock stuff over at my feet. Like, what the hell, man? Stop that.
Sorry, I get bored. Listening to him, I get bored.
Anyway, you go to WeBeam TV's front page, and you click on not the TBMM special events, but the WeBeam TV special events, and you can watch the live streaming that we're going to be doing for boxing in Tampa. Fight Night Brawl. That's why we're not live tonight.
And boxing is so much better
We're
than
currently over
wrestling.
in.
Yes.
Right now we're in Tampa.
Because
Oh,
they
you made
actually
them both
believe-
cry. Look at the boo-boo faces you gave them.
That's accurate.
Oh, yeah, it
Wrestling,
is. I love
wrestling,
boxing.
wrestling sucks compared to boxing. Man. That's so
Wrestling's
much
dumb.
fun.
Sorry.
I'll take MMA over all of
Ish,
them because
not
I think watching I completely forget Conor McGregor's watching his hook kick just go up and over people's heads and watch him go.
That's gonna be a good fight Saturday.
I'm good. I'm done. They're like, nah, no, like I'm not. You eat that, and they're just.
See, I do like MMA, except for when they grapple. I hate that crap.
That's not MMA. That's
hugging.
That's wrestling and hugging.
Problem is they do that in boxing too. It's like they're like, oh, I'm catching my breath,
Let me hug you.
and I'm like, get off of him.
I love you,
Yeah,
man. I
I
love
hate
you,
that
man.
See, that's why,
Thanks
like-
for giving me all the money.
So it's why I like MMA because when they hug him, it's just like you're gonna get a knee to the chest right now, and it's
Yeah.
gonna hurt a lot. And then just like on
But
second thought,
their cauliflower ear skeeves me out. I can't deal with that. Like, I'm not grossed out by
watching
anything.
Conor McGregor try and put an earpiece in, I'm like Conan, and he's just like throws it away. It's just like can't do that. And like
Well,
why?
See,
And his
okay,
ears.
now,
you know,
see,
it's-
back in the when MMA started back in the day, we weren't. I actually fought. We weren't grappling. It was mixed martial arts, not mixed martial art with a little bit of Greco wrestling in it. It just wasn't. So we didn't fight with our tournaments. Didn't have gloves and kick pads and all that kind of stuff. So you didn't want to get hit. The goal is not to get hit ever. And yeah, I mean I got hit a lot right here.
don't get hit in a fight.
Because that's how you get the cauliflower ears, is they get in there and they let people beat the crap out of each like this.
Right?
And that's just no.
Yeah, but saves you
It's
from,
grody.
like definitely saves you from a knockout, as they've explained. They're
Okay,
like, yeah,
but you don't see people like Chuck Norris. He doesn't have cauliflower ears, and all those guys fought in the
Right,
same
and-
types of tournament we did, and you just don't get hit in the head. Your
I
goal
don't
is
think Ken Shamrock has it either.
a little bit. He
just don't get hit in the head. That is words of wisdom.
And see, that's when
kinda hard
I
not
was
to.
I was fighting when
You're gonna
Ken
go to the
Shamrock
military.
was
Don't
fighting.
get shot. It's like, okay, thanks.
I was fighting when Ken Shamrock was fighting. He was much bigger than I was, though. Like,
So what you're saying is you traded.
Well, I'm pretty sure your dad told me he holds a title for something.
yeah, let's not talk about that.
Hold on. So what you're saying is you will gladly trade the concussions you have for not having cauliflower ear.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'd take cauliflower ear over concussions. My memory works. Conor McGregor's memory works. Yours.
I'm good. What's
Well,
your name?
At least you can hear me. Oh
Which one are
wait.
you?
What is your name, and how do I know you? 10 years from now, I'll be walking down the street going, people like, where are you going? I have no idea.
I
went for a
started
walk and I'm
walking and I
Yeah,
forgot
no,
where I
it's
was
a
walking.
surprise.
I'll be like Forrest Gump, except I'm walking, not running.
Local bald man found in Arizona today, walking among the lovely rocks here. Sir, what are you doing today?
Just walking.
I don't.
Why are you talking to me?
Who are you talking to?
Who are you?
Mid sentence.
What planet is this? That's all I want to know.
You're like, yeah. Alrighty then. Now,
Get some ice cream. You want to be my friend?
now that we're done making fun of Anyway, what do we have for the next topic there?
Well, I'm going to go to another interview that I did, and I am with Miss Christine Huey. Kristen Huey. There we go. You ready? Here we go.
Hey there, all you nerdites. This is Boss Tech. We're at the Tampa Bay MegaCon. Yes, sir. And I'm here with the prettiest and, in my opinion, the best female cosplayer on the circuit, Miss Kristen Huey. How are you doing, hon?
I'm doing awesome, especially now that you said that. That was really sweet.
I know how to flatter. I'm old. I kind of get all that stuff. But so how's this weekend been going for you?
It's been good. I've never been to this area for a show, so it's been good to see some new faces.
And you are a Florida gal, though, right?
I am a Florida gal now.
Now, where'd you come from?
Originally New York, then I moved down to South Carolina, and now I moved down to Florida.
So you just progressively got warmer.
Yes, exactly. I might need to go farther south soon, though.
Miami? Key West?
Yeah, maybe Keys.
The Keys would love you.
Yeah. I'd love the Keys.
It's great. So, how's it been going? No, let's talk about your Instagram, your Twitter, and your Facebook. Now, your social media is massive, right?
I guess it's good. I think it's getting there.
I personally think. I mean, I found you a long time ago with Facebook, and then we started going to the cons way more than we did before, and now we're here and we're interviewing you. So if I find you and want to interview you, it's a good thing.
Oh, well, thank you.
Boss Tech's an old creepy guy. It is what it is. But so what's on your circuit for the rest of this year?
Actually, I just have New York Comic Con. I'm hosting a cruise and after party, and then I'm mostly traveling for some modeling gigs now.
Oh, what kind of modeling are you doing now?
Well, just like swimsuit mostly, lifestyle, kind of a little bit of everything. Just kind of keeps everything fresh, so I don't get burnt out on any one thing. I've been loving it.
Well, that's a good thing. You don't want to get so tired of it, you don't want to do it anymore, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So okay, so who's the young guy over there behind the camera that's filming us, filming you?
Oh, that's my husband / manager / scheduler / whatever I ask him to do that day. Runner, handler. He goes, Bruce the Handler is what we call him.
Bruce the Handler. That is absolutely phenomenal. Okay, so you've only got a couple more things. You're going to relax and then start the whole new year. Are you thinking about going to Atlanta?
Which Atlanta?
Stalker?
No, I don't have plans for that one.
Okay, so do you do any scary stuff, or is it all the pretty?
I would, but I just haven't. I guess I haven't been invited to anything like that. I guess this is more my thing. So,
what the hell's wrong with you, Walker Stalker? Come on, get on the page. Anyway, so thank you for letting me interview you. I know you're busy. You've already got a line going here, and it's early on Sunday, the last day, so we want to make sure that she gets all the people in here that she can.
Well, thank
Any
you so
parting
much.
words?
I don't even know. You just sprung that on me, and I don't know what to say.
See, that's what I do. I just throw people right under the bus, and they go. So if you could choose any superpower, what would it be?
Oh, I'd be like Mystique, shape-shifting. Yeah.
I like that. All right, all you nerdites, I'll talk to you later. Back to the studio.
Yeah, exactly.
You're live.
Yeah, we know.
Hi.
Bree wanted to make that joke before specifically.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Facebook asshole.
No, I'm not.
We're not live today. Get off Facebook.
I
is what I'm saying.
I know,
Check
right?
Checking chat.
None
We
of
just
it should be
I
on
keep
our
doing it. I'm
phones
like,
right
oh
now.
wait, no.
Why is nobody talking to us?
No one's.
You don't
Twitch
love us
isn't going
anymore.
off.
You know, actually, I'll be honest like this. From my stream personally, it's harder to do a stream without viewer interaction.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's so much
That's why I
more
keep
fun
looking
to
down,
talk to
expecting it.
people and explain stuff. But I just have you and you to talk to.
So I'm going to say
Hey,
hi
wait a
to the
minute, what
people
am
I
I,
know that'll
chopped
be on
liver?
chat.
I was gonna insult them first. Do you want me to
no,
include you in the insult?
I was going to say hi to the people we know that'll be watching it, like a Mark, Eddie.
Yeah, tell everybody
Jonathan.
to leave messages, and we'll come back when we'll watch it, and we'll
Bonnie.
talk to everybody.
I would say if you leave your message in the comment section below, I will make sure that we all read some of those and talk about them and mention them when you come back and watch the next week.
Hey, Bree, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Sure,
Is that a new shade of blue?
No. He said the same thing.
I said the same damn thing.
It looks different.
It looks
like
more
a different
vibrant.
color.
I think it's just shinier today.
It does look
I don't
bright.
know.
You know what it is?
Really?
Normally your
Yeah.
hair's up,
Yeah.
and we don't
it
get to
is.
see a lot of it. And
you
with
don't
the
see the
lights popping
vibrancy
off
of
the
it.
back, yeah.
Thought it's that person.
What do you
Yeah, I
do?
haven't dyed it since
like-
July, but I do have blue conditioner that I
You
put
bring
in
the
it
owl?
sometimes.
Got
But
it.
even that's been like 2
You
weeks.
gotta.
So here's
move
something funny,
like
guys.
something
I
standing
know.
to be.
So, since it's October, Bree comes in all dressed up now.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Not that Bree doesn't come in dressed up and she's always pretty, but when she walked in, everyone else went, "Wow, oh, it looks, yeah, we like that."
Well,
Right?
I know.
It probably helps that my dress is made for somebody who is about the last girl's height.
Colossal surgeon.
No,
I didn't say that. I didn't look there. I'm just saying that's not what No,
No, I can tell you
I
what
am
it
not
is
going to
because
hell for that.
early on, not early on, I was saying, like right around episode 100, I remember getting a message from Bree saying, by chance, are we behind the table today? And I'm like, yeah, why? She goes, great. I don't want to change out of the leggings that I'm wearing because they're super comfy, but they don't look good at all. And I'm just sitting here thinking, I'm like, good job, Bree. You did it.
That's funny.
It's
my.
fun doing the show with everybody,
It is.
especially with,
Sometimes with me.
Bree's always fun. Bree knows how to reach out.
Bree's always fun. Oh my.
The thing is that it started off very, very simply. Bree, you were very shy when you first came on.
Oh,
Didn't
yeah.
say a
She
lot,
wouldn't
and
hardly talk.
I was afraid to throw jabs at you. Because as I'm sure everyone can see, if you don't know I throw jabs at people, I think you may be on the wrong show. You're looking for Tech Warped after this, where they don't let me talk. But normally I spend most of the show making jabs at people and small little jokes here and there. I couldn't do it to Bree because I was afraid she was going to leave.
And we don't want Pretty to leave.
I'm like, I don't want to bully her out of the show.
No,
so I'm like, I got to
never.
think of a way to make like the jabs really, really light and simple.
Yep.
Like, your hair looks like a blueberry today. Oh, ho, 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 ho.
You're so pretty today.
But now that I know that, like, it was like, God, 6 episodes ago, I don't know what I was explaining. I was explaining some person who was an awful person to me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sitting trying to be nice about it. I'm just like, well, she was a very an unfriendly person and an unfortunate person I met in my life. And then I have Bree, that bitch. And I'm like,
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
thank you, Bree, for saying what I will not.
I have a very colorful sailor's mouth.
That's fine.
And that's why we love her. Hey, but you know,
Yeah, 'cause I'm just a damn saint over
I
here.
think starting next week we're gonna have Eagle will be back.
Yeah, he will. He was planning for his triumphant return tonight, and then he
Got kind of shot down.
Oh, by the way,
He
we
was
gotta
telling
let
us-
him know that yes, he can come to the boxing match because he can take photos.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we should.
Especially back of us stuff.
I'll message him right now.
And then also, guess who wants to join the crew? Because we lost Jeff. Unfortunately, he's on hiatus for a while.
Someone
Actually,
with his own nickname.
Slinky wants to actually come in and start sitting in on Nerd Talk.
Awesome.
And
That's fun because I can jab on him all easy
Yeah.
peasy.
And we are, and I
Leaky
think
foot-looking
I
ass.
think I've got my final design down for Nerd Talk set, so that's hopefully going to start next week when we're not under a serious amount of pressure.
I
As long
told
as we
you-
can sometimes be behind a thing so that we can be super lazy.
Yeah, not a problem.
Because, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I already told you if you want to get the the giant statues of me sculpted in different like flexing
That's-
positions, I am more than okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
With you just gotta let me know and I'll free it down my schedule and I promise you that.
So who likes Harley Quinn?
She's
Not
even a
overrated.
little bit.
So
If I'm
tired
being
of that
honest,
Possibly
cosplay.
my
actually despise her.
least favorite female character in like
so
the
tired of
history
that
of
cosplay.
everything.
Everybody does it.
She's such a one-dimensional character, and they wanted her to have, they're like, oh, she's Dr. Harley.
Yeah, and the
Harley
fact
Quinzel.
that she
and
is
I'm like,
remotely looked upon as a role model
Oh, yeah.
is
Everybody's
so-
like, I want a
Hold on,
relationship
hold on.
like Harley and Joker.
Are you telling me that I really shouldn't play the interview of the people that actually wrote Harley Quinn?
Well, no,
So,
they're
hold
not
on.
the one.
Hold
They
on,
just
guys.
do the new Harley
I,
Quinn.
said,
I know.
I should point out, when I said that she's a very one-dimensional character, I don't mean that. I mean, she's taken as a one-dimensional character. In the more recent comics, because we actually have a few of theirs sitting around the studio, she actually develops a personality other than I'm Mr. J's sidekick.
Okay,
That
so
shit
here's
got
what I'm
boring
gonna do.
quick.
This one's almost 7 minutes, but I'll only play 3 minutes of it. and
No,
then
just go ahead and play it. We're fine.
This is the one where it's funny because I got thrown into this because I had no idea who these people. I mean, I know who Harley Quinn is, but I didn't know anything.
Well, now you know why I didn't do the interview, because what am I sitting here and go, well, yours is a lot better than the original.
But
I helped
man-
design the original.
Yeah, this was fun. All of us are like, not it.
Yeah, but you know what? They jumped right in and had a good time. So here it is.
All right, Nerdites. Guess what? I'm here with Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda. It says Connor, but I know you guys are married, right?
Yeah, but it's. Yeah. But she didn't take my name.
Wow, you
Why
don't.
would you?
Too many syllables.
Too many syllables. Yeah. Why would you take my? Palmiotti's it's not a great name. Connor is a much better name.
I love Palmiotti.
I don't say Palmiotti. That's even fun to say.
It is.
That's
Jimmy
like
Palmiotti.
Punta Gorda.
Punta Gorda. What part of the body is the Punta Gorda? I don't know. I don't know what the Punta Gorda is.
Jimmy Palmiotti is fun to say, but Amanda Palmiotti is not fun to say.
Amanda Palmiotti. I can say it. Amanda.
Amanda Palmiotti.
Yeah, see?
Okay.
So what part of the country you guys from?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm a mutt. I'm from all over the place, but I live here now in Clearwater.
And I'm born and raised in Brooklyn,
I knew that.
New York, and but live down here now. Live down in Clearwater.
Okay, Palmiotti. That is so.
Palmiotti.
Oh yeah, that is so New York. You can't. So they have the nerd guy. I'm the boss. They call me Boss Tech on the show because I'm the tech guy.
Okay.
So what they do to me every now and then is they make me interview people that I love your work. I know you. Actually, I've got your work in the studio,
Cool.
but I know nothing other than Harley is just the hottest thing on the earth. That's just the way it is.
Ask away.
Okay,
What
so
would you like to know?
why Harley?
Why not?
They pay. DC Comics pays. They asked us to write and draw Harley, work on the book, and at the time it was canceled and it wasn't a popular character. So we got on the book and we said we'll do it if we can do it our way, which was
Move her out to Coney Island.
Move her out to Coney Island. Amanda
Get her out of
changed the
Gotham.
outfit, gave her a new supporting cast, and they probably didn't think it was going to work out, but in the long run it did.
Right.
Yeah.
So did it have any influence on the movie?
Yes.
I would think so. It
Yeah.
looks like it did.
The Harley in the movie is probably mostly based on our Harley, and less on the original Harley. I think.
Well, no, I mean,
in attitude.
our Harley is actually based on the original
Right,
Harley. You
right.
know, like she went back to her old like sense of humorish self
Yeah.
and her bubbly personality.
Right.
So yeah, we sort of brought her full circle.
Yeah.
If growing up with, I know I did read the comics and I have seen those. To me, your work is what I see on the screen, which to me is absolutely phenomenal because you love that quirky, smarty ass
Yes.
type of
That's
personality.
Like Amanda in real life. That's her in real life. So
I can
It's
see
based
that.
on Amanda.
Really?
Yes, it is.
So do we have any good stories?
Yes.
No, she's a horrible human. She's like a
He
horrible
calls
monster.
me
Yeah, what-
history's greatest monster.
Yes. On
So-
a good day.
So how long have you been in the art world?
Since around 20, almost 30 years. Yeah, around 30 years, I
Wow.
guess. Yeah.
I worked in it shortly. I mean, for a short time, and we worked with people like Dark Horse and Marvel. I actually helped create some of the software that they started using computer-wise.
Very cool.
So that was my coding before there was Photoshop and all that kind of
Right,
stuff.
right.
We actually wrote that software, and it was amazing that we got in that world. But it was quick-lived because I was a music guy. I wanted to get out and do music, and
Yeah.
so that's what we did. So
Are you going to sing to us? Is that
no, that's the wrong kind of music. You do not want me singing to you.
Are you going to hum something? You can hum something, maybe.
Oh, I'm a hummer.
All right.
But anyway,
In Punta Gorda.
so we're in Punta Gorda.
Yes.
So what's on your agenda? How are you liking the Tampa Bay MegaCon?
It's
Great.
It's good. Yeah, people are really nice. It was raining out there, and it's not raining in here, so that's a plus. No, but they're like their locals. Since we live down here, it's like we see a lot of the familiar faces. So it's like hanging out with a bunch of people we know, and then meeting some new people. So it's laid back. It's a very laid back con.
That's absolutely fun. Yeah, and even though it's not super packed, it's really busy.
Yes.
Which is a good thing.
Yes.
Sometimes you get those cons you can't even walk.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we like them all. I mean, the ones you can't walk just means that it's a good crowd, but we
I like
the
walking.
ones.
I like to be able to walk.
You like to walk?
Yeah.
I like to roll around it. But we like it where it's at a nice pace where we can actually talk to everybody.
Right. You get to
spend
take
a
your
little
time.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
exactly.
I think pushing people through just for an autograph is too impersonal, and we'd rather not do it.
So I have a question for you because obviously you've been doing a lot of these cons. Do you
Yeah.
think that there's becoming an oversaturation in the con world?
I think in certain cities there are. So I think if you're having 6 big shows in one city, I think it's a little bit overdone. We're actually focusing next year on smaller shows in towns that don't normally have conventions, because we just feel like that's the way to really get out there. The big shows, they're big, I get it, but there's so much going on. A lot of people feel like they haven't experienced half of it by the time the show's done. So I kind of prefer the smaller shows too. They're a little personal.
So where are you going next?
Next, we are going
New
to
York.
New York.
Speaking of small
to
shows,
a giant show.
We do a giant show in New York.
We love you, New York.
We do love you.
And we have
Yes.
New York, then we have London.
It's nice to go back
after
to
that.
New York because you get to have pizza.
That's true.
and
Good food
bagels.
up there.
Yeah.
I get all the people coming out of the woodwork. I
And
owe
our
money
old friends.
too. Great.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And then London. Yeah.
Then we have London after that,
afterwards.
and then starting the new year we have Punta Gorda, and where else?
And then after that, West Palm Beach.
West Palm Beach. So,
So we're
those are
staying
smaller
local
shows.
at the beginning of next year.
Yeah, shows we can drive to, so that's kind of fun.
That's so. Do you think there's any possibility I can have you guys come up to Nerd Talk,
Yeah, where are you guys located?
Port Richey?
Oh yeah, that's
okay.
not far. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Excellent. So where can people find you and your work and your what's coming up next?
we have a website called Paperfilms.
Paperfilms.com.
And we have a mailer, so as soon as you go on, you sign up, get a mailer, it tells you what we're doing. It might even have a photo of us,
Maybe.
right, Patrick? They might even have a
If
photo
we're
of
having
us
a
on the
good day.
website. There you go. That's subtle.
Subtle. So in other words, no, just kidding.
But we have, our latest stuff. We show a lot of Amanda's artwork before it's out there, and it's kind of a fun thing to get every couple of weeks. And if you hate it, you can always.
How could you hate Harley? You can't.
There's Patrick. So we're going to put this picture on the mailer. So if people go to paperfilms.com, they'll be
know
able to
they're
see
in the right
us.
place.
All right, Nerdites, this has not been your normal interview. I know that's not what I normally do. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. We'll go back to the studio.
Here we back.
We're back to the studio, as said by Boss Tech there.
That was pretty good. Just right back to the studio.
That what?
But I'm here now. I'm magical.
Teleported back.
I have my transporter. Don't say anything about it.
Flying
I'm
Nimbus.
really from the future of Star Trek.
Star Wars is better.
Wouldn't that take like 8 minutes? They're like, oh yeah, they're like, what's the process to send somebody? It's like, how long does it take? Well, it takes about 7 seconds of
Something like that.
And it's like, how long does it take to move it? Like 10 minutes because shit always goes wrong. Oh, I'm losing him, I can't do it, It's just like, dude, just click go, hit print already.
Right? Like, it's your only
Like
job.
you had it.
So if the transporter
Spock's
takes you
mom.
apart, not that I'm bunny trailing, but if the transporter takes you apart and puts you back together, couldn't they fix anything wrong with you during the middle of that? Say, oh, this is going to fix the DNA?
They did actually. You're correct. No, they would. If something was wrong with you, they could put you in the transporter and try and fix it. Because it would rearrange you and put you back together.
Fucking Star Wars couldn't do that.
So as long as everything
Star Wars didn't have
needed
issues like
to
that.
put you back
Yeah.
together was there. So like if you had a big gaping wound, it wouldn't be able to fix that, right?
Yeah, sure it could.
It would remend you. It would remend you the same way it did before, because your body is logged into the system.
Because every time
You're
that you're
scanned
you're
first and
scanned,
then scanned.
and
So
they
it's-
hold those scans.
It's like reverting to last save.
So could they make a clone
They
out
just-
of you?
No,
They hold the scans.
they
like
need
your dad
the
Somebody's
original.
microphone's hitting metal.
Oh, it's probably me.
Oh, okay.
Um,
All right, so let's
the-
talk about something else.
So he's done having Star
Wars
Star
bashing.
Trek.
Yes.
Star Trek is bashing.
bashed.
We don't need to do that.
Avengers 4 just officially filmed wrapping
Oh,
today.
that's right.
Chris Evans posted on Twitter that it's been a pleasure playing it for 8 years, and he's done being Captain America.
This is so sad, but I get it.
So does that mean he's going to die in this movie, or how are they going to get rid of him?
He
Bucky
doesn't come
Cap
back
in.
from the snap.
Bucky Cap inbound.
Snap.
Did he go on the snap?
No.
Oh.
No.
It's one of the few to live.
Maybe he
gonna-
sacrifices himself to bring everybody back.
There you go. I like that theory.
Or just die fighting Thanos. Like to die to like one of the strongest beings in the universe.
No, Captain Marvel's gonna come back and kick his ass.
No.
Yeah, but what?
She'll have
but, okay,
a point
so
to bring everyone back.
It's actually, I'm really glad you brought that part up. You're right. The overpowered character always does come in and save the day. But you know what the underpowered dipshits do? Instead of letting the superpowered person take care of it, they still feel the need to throw themselves in the way. It's like you are actually just getting in her way. Just be done with
Unless
it.
something happens,
We learned
she's
this in
knocked
Dragon
down.
Ball.
Yeah.
Goku has pulled people out and been like, "Thanks for trying, but please." Just sit back,
right?
so I don't
Stay over
accidentally
there,
kill
just
you.
like chill.
Beerus is sitting here, I'm a god. Goku goes, you're a god. He goes, I can destroy half this planet. In fact, that planet's gone because of me. Just fight me. Krillin goes, I'm ready to try and fight. Yamcha's like, I'm ready to try and fight. I'm like, you both sit down.
And shush.
Your bald ass go sit over there, and
Just be
Yamcha go back to
shush.
playing baseball.
Let the adults handle this.
Let's say, let the only other godlike person on this planet deal with him.
So do you think Bucky's going to take up the mantle
100%.
then? And
Yeah, they're gonna go Bucky Cap route, which is cool. I like Bucky Cap. Bucky Cap
not
is
the
fun.
Falcon Cap rep?
I don't like Falcon Cap. I like Bucky Cap. Bucky Cap is really, really cool because
But
he's-
what's wrong with Falcon Cap? I just like saying Falcon Cap. And then you say
Bucky Cap uses the shield because they magnetize his arm so
Yeah.
he can pull it
Well,
back
but
to
he
himself.
was snapped out, so he still has.
It's the Soul Stone. They don't
Yeah.
die; they just get trapped inside the Soul Stone. So the way the Soul Stone works is it's soul for soul. That's why it started. Well, here's the thing: when he snapped, he basically like stored up a lot of credit. So it's like, okay, it's like now I can soul for soul. Well, he's not gonna use the soul for soul, so you can just dump them all right back out again. They just have to get to the stone. But he doesn't understand that yet. Because,
Well, and they don't
it
even know where
traps-
he is because he's in some weird like mind palace bullshit.
No, he just teleported out. Reality stone, or not reality stone, but transportation stone, the trans-dimensional
So
stone.
the
they call
gauntlet
it.
crack. Didn't the gauntlet crack?
Yeah.
It's broken.
Yeah.
It still works.
And can he take it to the people that made it to begin with and make them
No,
fix it?
he melted their hands. He melted the last one's hands
guy.
together.
Yeah.
That's right.
Thor had to make his own Stormbreaker.
That's right. Forgot about that. Damn.
Also, I love like they named it the Stormbreaker, and then Rocket's like, all right, he's like, name's a little douchey. I'm just like, well, all right, like I get your reasoning behind that one there, bud. He's like, he went a little over the top with the name. I call it
Too
the
much.
Stormbreaker. It's a bit much, but all right. And I'm like,
Thor is a bit much, though.
I want
Like-
what kind of weapon are we making? The Thanos killing kind. I would like one of those. Where can I get one? You cannot have one.
Well,
All right,
speaking
now
of
it just feels
Avengers,
unfair. What?
did you see Spider-Man's new thing for the new movie? That's creepy. Don't blink at me like that. Mysterio.
Yeah, Mysterio's coming back.
Yes.
That's awesome. With Jake Gyllenhaal's play, we talked about in Comic Book 101. You didn't see that episode.
I didn't get to see it.
You can go back and watch right this second because we actually discussed that and discussed what kind of hero Mysterio is. It's super, super cool. We have a lot to look forward to with Mysterio.
You sure?
Well, he's a D-tier hero, and they're putting a AAA actor on him, so that
Yeah.
doesn't really make a
I'm
whole
looking
hell of a
forward
lot
to
of
it.
sense.
The photos that were released, he looked pretty cool.
I was like, if Slinky Bashir will correct me, because I'm sure I'm going to get something wrong here, but I'll give a brief description. As Slinky said, he's a supervillain, but his whole thing is like theater. He's a theater guy.
Yeah.
So everything is very theatrical. He constantly, he quotes movies and whatnot as he's doing what he's doing. So he's very, very, everything's been planned a certain way. It's pretty cool.
I'm looking forward to that movie.
Kind of like, a stage magician would, but actually useful.
You would.
Actually useful.
Useful on stage.
Gambit is useful. Gambit throws cards that puts people through walls.
Which is awesome.
I think you struggle with the throwing cards part.
Yeah, I can't throw cards.
I can.
I got the
It's a fun
DVD
challenge.
though to teach you.
Well, I can
Oh,
throw
boy.
cards, but they're not going to cut nothing.
Well, I'll teach you how to do
I can
that too.
stick mine.
Well, with that being said,
So I think we're at time because we were told 7 minutes ago, and I feel like it's been a little bit longer
we
than
have
7 minutes.
30 seconds left.
Well, that was it for Nerd Talk, everybody. Nerd Talk.
Nerd Talk. It's been a good night. Remember,
has.
after this is over, if you guys want to watch some boxing, it's live on WeBeam TV special events.
And I'm sure one of us is
For the
going to
record.
walk into the shot at some point, so you'll see one of us. Feel free to comment and say hi.
Yes, I know, exactly. With that being said, well, you know,
Self-hyping
let's really, we're going to work this just right. Make sure you watch next week. Make sure you comment, share, like, tweet.
You're really pushing for that 15
And you know
minutes
what?
on the nose.
We got to go. Talk to you later. Bye.